Randall, I'm afraid I gotta take two of your boys back into town with me.
You're outside your jurisdiction, Marshal. And you're trespassing on my land.
They murdered that fella from Chicago, and then they raped and killed his wife. I'm taking them in.
No, I can't spare them.
Them two on the inn. Cut them out. Do like I tell you.
Like my father, I'd been West Point, and I was good at soldiering. But soldiering didn't allow for much expansion of the soul. So after the war between the states and a year of fighting Indians, I turned in my commission and rode away to see how much I could expand it. First time I met Virgil Cole was when I and my 8-gauge backed him up in a showdown he was having with some drunken mountain men. Virgil asked me right there on the spot if I'd care to partner up with him in his peacekeeping business, which is why I was with him now and why I still carry the 8-gauge. We've been keeping the peace together for the last dozen years or so, and as we looked down on a town called Appaloosa, I had no reason to doubt that we'd be doing just that for the foreseeable future. But life has a way of making the foreseeable that which never happens, and the unforeseeable that which your life becomes.
Here!
Howdy.
Jack Bell and his deputies went up to Bragg's place to arrest the men that murdered Clayton Poston and raped and killed his wife.
And Jack Bell and his deputies were never seen again.
I knew Jack Bell. He was a good man.
This fella Bragg, what's his story?
He says he's from New York City. Claims that he worked with Chester Arthur in the customs office up there.
Chester Arthur, President of the United States?
That's what Bragg claims.
What the hell's he doing out here?
He's after the Copperfield.
Oh,
What?
let Abner speak, please.
He is speaking.
The mines shut down back in '75 because of the Apache problem. We finally made a deal with a company out of Chicago to get the operation going again. A very fair deal, mind you.
Then this murdering scoundrel turns up and...
Phil?
Our investors pulled out right after the killings.
Bragg and his men have got us all running scared. They buy supplies at my store. They don't pay for them. They harass our women. They use horses from the livery and don't bring them back. They eat and drink whatever they like and they never pay.
They've been living off us like coyotes live off a buffalo carcass.
Everything eats meat likes a dead buffalo.
Mr. Cole, Mr. Hitch, we want our town back, and we are ready to pay your price.
What do you allow, Everett?
It's what we do.
It is, ain't it?
then you'll do it.
Sure.
Oh, thank God.
Mr. Cole and I'll do the gun work, but we're gonna button the town up tighter than a nun's corset. We need you to make laws so we can enforce them.
We got laws.
We're gonna have more. We need a lot of laws to make it all legal.
Well, sure. I mean, if it seems reasonable, we'll just put them right into the bylaws.
No.
No, what?
It basically states that whatever Mr. Cole says is law.
This means you'd be running the town.
It does.
We can't have that. I mean, you're asking us, so to speak, to turn the town over to
As
you.
far as I can see, you can turn it over anyway. Plus you brag.
Mr. Raines!
Not now, Tilda.
Trouble in the bar, Mr. Raines.
Tilda.
It's Mr. Bragg's men.
Oh, Jesus God.
There's 4 of them. They have guns.
Space for your signature down at the bottom, gentlemen.
Oh, for God's sake, give me that. Oh. Sign the damn thing, Abner. So these men can do what they came here to do.
Button them up.
Who the fuck are you?
Virgil Cole.
Virgil Cole. Oh, shit. Hey, Chalk. Virgil Cole wants us to button up.
Step a little closer, Virgil Cole, and I'll piss you in your pocket.
Fellas, I'm the new city marshal. Put it away or lose it.
Hey, Bronk, they got a new city marshal.
Put your little contraptions away. I'm gonna walk you down a jailhouse. I don't want to spook the horses.
You ain't walking us nowhere, Virgil Cole.
You pull on me, either one of you, I'll kill you both.
Bullshit.
I ain't shooting, mister. I ain't shooting.
Give me your gun.
I warned them.
Marshal,
Morning, Mr. Olson.
Bragg and his men, some of them were at the jail looking for you, sir.
Well, I ain't at the jail.
Yes, I can see that.
Get a better view of what's going on sitting right here, don't we ever?
Mm-hmm.
What should we do?
About what?
Well, about Bragg and his men.
Don't do nothing, Phil.
Oh, my God.
My name's Randall Bragg.
Virgil Cole.
I know who you are. We need to talk.
The only thing I need from you is what happened to Jack Bell.
Can't help you there, Marshal. I see the fellow with the shotgun there.
8 gauge.
Good idea. Spreading out.
It is.
You're a drinking man, Marshal?
Not so much.
And, Mr. 8 Gauge over there?
Mr. Everett Hitch.
You're a drinking man, Everett?
Not so much.
Hard to like a man who doesn't drink a little.
But not impossible.
We'll see. You shot 3 of my men.
Matter of fact, I only shot 2. Mr. Hitch shot the other one.
Point is, I can't have my hands coming in here and you boys shooting him.
I can see how you'd feel that way.
So, we need to make an arrangement.
There's a set of bylaws posted right outside the door here of this very saloon. Your boys do like the bylaws say, everything will be muy bueno.
And if they don't?
I arrest them.
And if they don't go along?
I shoot them. Or Mr. Hitch does. That's the law.
Your law.
The same thing.
Maybe you aren't good enough. Don't be so sure you're quicker than me.
So far, I've been quick enough.
Perhaps now's not the time. Don't mean there won't be a time.
See you and your boys there healed. I know you haven't had a chance to read the bylaws yet, but the bylaws say it's illegal to carry guns inside town limits, so next time I'm going to have to disarm you, lock you up for a bit.
You are an interesting man, Mr. Cole.
Mr. Cole's been doing this a long time, Mr. Olson.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Good day to you.
Good day, Mr. Olson.
biscuit, please.
No, Sal.
But it's on the menu.
With breakfast.
Chin. Sell the lady a biscuit.
Menu say.
Sell her a biscuit.
One time.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Are you the sheriff around here?
City Marshal, Virgil Cole. Now, this fella here's my deputy, Everett Hitch.
Howdy do. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, could either of you gentlemen direct me to a clean, inexpensive hotel?
We only have one.
Ooh, is it expensive?
Probably more than it should be. There'd be no other choice.
I only have $1.
Do you have a name?
Mrs. French. Allison French. Thank you.
You have a husband, Mrs. French?
He died.
Sorry to hear that. You do any kind of work?
I play the organ and the piano.
You're not a whore. What?
Don't be crude.
Yeah, well, no sense fluffing your feathers about it. You don't see a lot of single women around here that ain't whores.
Well, I'm one.
Sprightly thing.
Do you think the hotel will let me stay for $1?
You can stay as long as you like, Mrs. French.
Now, how can that be?
Might even hire you to play the piano. Think so, Everett?
I do.
Well, when you finish your breakfast, Everett here will escort you down to the hotel to help you get settled.
It'd be my pleasure.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. For your kindness.
No trouble at all. Hope to see you again, Mrs. French.
Yes, Mr. Cole. That would be nice.
You've been gone a while.
She's asking a lot about you, Virgil.
Well, was she asking in a liking way?
I want to know if you were married.
What'd you tell her?
I didn't know.
Well, hell, Everett, you see a wife around here?
I do not.
Then why the hell did you tell her you didn't know?
Might have a wife in Silver City, or in Nogales, or Bisbee.
Bisbee? Everett, if I had a wife in Bisbee, don't you think you'd know about her?
Allie says she's going to ask you about it, so you might want to have an answer ready.
I had an Apache woman come live with me once, but, never any words spoke over us or anything.
I think she wants to know. She's more interested in if you're presently married.
Well, hell no, I'm not presently married.
She'll be pleased.
Allie?
Yes, Allie. She likes to be called Allie. To What do you think?
I think Mrs. French, Allie, might become exclusively interesting.
What do you think about the man on the ranch?
I think you and me might want to ride up there and see what they're doing.
Can I finish my coffee first?
You surely may. Howdy, boys.
Town don't come out this far, Marshal.
Oh, by God, I believe you're right. I believe it ends back down the bottom of that hill where that little wash runs.
Yeah, up here, you're just another cowboy with a gun.
You think that's right, Everett?
I think no matter where you are, Virgil, you're not just another cowboy with a gun.
That'd be my thought.
Well, we ain't doing nothing wrong, and you ain't got no jurisdiction up here.
Jurisdiction?
I believe he means jurisdiction.
I believe he does, and he's by God right about it. What are you doing riding around up here?
We're just keeping an eye on things.
For who?
Ow! You knocked my tooth out!
Well, a Colt makes a heavy firearm, that's a fact. Who you riding for?
Bragg.
Think Bragg's attempting to frighten us, Everett?
Be my guess.
What's your name?
Dean.
Well, Dean, you might as well go back to Mr. Bragg and report that we ain't too frightened.
Well, Mr. Bragg ain't gonna like it. He hit me.
I don't guess you liked it all that much yourself, Dean.
Damn right.
So you and Mr. Bragg can commit. What word am I trying for?
Commiserate?
You and Mr. Bragg can commiserate each other.
Ah. Son of a bitch.
Hard to believe Jack Bell got himself killed.
What do you think happened between him and Bragg? Both confident?
Be my surmise. Probably thought Bragg had some respect for the law. Ain't just gunplay, you know that, Everett. You gotta think about men, too.
Guess that'd be one reason you're here and Jack Bell isn't.
That'd be one reason. You'd be another. Mighty fine piano playing. Mighty fine.
Why, thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's plenty. It's plenty. It's plenty. Plenty. Thank you.
Yep.
The music.
The music.
So tell me, Mr. Cole.
Call me Virgil.
Of course, Virgil. How long have you been killing people for a living?
Well, I don't kill people for a living. I enforce the law. Killing's sometimes a sort of side thing to that. That's not what I want to say. What am I aiming at here, Everett? Byproduct. Killing's sometimes a byproduct.
And you've never killed anyone except as a lawman?
Never.
Is he telling me the truth, Everett?
Virgil always tells the truth.
Oh, nobody always tells the truth.
Why not?
Well, for heaven's sake, Virgil, they just don't.
Always thought the truth was simpler. Tell a man what you mean.
And a woman?
A woman?
That's what I said.
Well, Ellie, I don't really remember ever telling a woman anything.
Virgil Cole?
What?
Are you telling me that you've never had a woman?
Well, Ellie, I don't think that's something I should be discussing with you.
But have you?
Well, of course I have.
And did you never tell them anything?
Most of we just did what we were there to do.
Which was what?
We won't talk about this anymore.
Virgil. I was just funning you.
I didn't enjoy it.
Damn you. 2 more, Wallace. Scrawny little bastard, where are you putting it all? Hell, you ain't even pissed.
Hanging out and drink you any day.
Say when, Wallace. When? Shit! Shit!
Shut up.
What's that, Marshal?
Get out of here.
Oh, we ain't doing anything.
No, Virgil! 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 Quit! Virgil!
You can let go. You can let go.
Mr. Hitch, may I have a word with you, please, sir?
Certainly.
Mr. Hitch, it's about the Teamster that Mr. Cole, well, the Teamster he busted up is a city employee, sir.
You might want to take that up with Virgil.
Yeah, well, I thought you might be more approachable, more amenable. We can't have our law officers beating people half to death for no good reason.
Well, I took a bottle of whiskey over to Tub this morning, told him Virgil was sorry.
Yeah, well, perhaps he should have taken it there himself.
Virgil doesn't do things like that.
Well, what he did, sir, was crazy.
You calling Virgil crazy?
Yes. No. Well, if...
You think a man makes a living as a gun hand isn't crazy?
I'm not crazy.
Maybe. Maybe not. Whatever I am, I'm not Virgil Cole.
It doesn't give him the right to go busting up innocent people.
No, it doesn't. And mostly innocent people don't get busted up. And if they do, it's because of who Virgil Cole is and what he is. And you hired him to be Virgil Cole.
I'm not sure I understand.
No. I'm not sure you do either. Good day.
Yeah. Morning, Abner.
Morning.
Morning, Everett.
Good morning, Virgil.
Morning, Tilda.
Morning, Mr. Cole.
Thank you.
Everything good with you and Allie?
Lovely. She is a lovely woman. And everything's lovely between us.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Good morning, Everett.
Morning.
Thank you. Guess what, Everett?
What?
You know that house that's being built on the east end of South Street?
Uh-huh.
Well, Mr. Olson was having it built for his daughter and her husband, but they're moving to Virginia. So he's going to sell it.
Oh.
To Virgil and me. It's going to be the most beautiful house in town with a parlor and a white picket fence and a big porch so we can see who's coming to call.
How about that?
I ain't armed. My name is Whitfield. I'm Joe Whitfield, and I'm a hand over at Bragg's place.
Ellie, I need to talk to this fellow alone for a minute.
Oh. Well, certainly. Have to do my piano exercises anyway.
I was up on the rim when you and your deputy, you came up and smacked Dean. I took on because Bragg was supposed to be running cattle. And that's what I know.
What are you driving at, son?
I was at Bragg's place when Marshal Bell and his deputies was killed.
Who done it?
Bragg done it.
You saw Randall Bragg shoot Jack Bell?
Yes, sir. And his two deputies, he shot them all dead like they was rattlesnakes or something.
Sit down.
Yeah. I don't want no part in killing people.
You testify to what you saw?
Yes. Yes, sir.
With Bragg looking right at you?
I will.
Because we don't want to go up there, shoot up a bunch of people, and get Bragg into court and have you dry up and blow away.
I'll say what I saw.
Give me your word on that?
I do.
We're under arrest for murder of Jack Bell. Don't make a sound. You can't do this, Colt.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it.
Let's go.
They've got Bragg!
Keep that gun on him, Everett.
Triangle thing. You're a dead man.
What should I get to do, Mr. Bragg?
Tell them to lower their guns.
Hold offense. Lower your guns. Lower your guns.
Tell him not to follow, or I'll blow your jaw off.
Vince! Yes, sir, Mr. Bragg? Don't let him follow, you understand? Stay put! You say so, Mr. Bragg.
Mr. Bragg.
They have him well in hand.
Circuit judge don't come through for 2.5 weeks.
You're wasting your time, Cole. Got no proof. You're a dead man.
It's not very neighborly.
You're dead. You'll never hang me, Cole.
Never's a long time, Mr. Bragg. I'm gonna go check on Allie. First sign any trouble, fire off a couple rounds, I'll be here.
Unless you're riding at a hard gallop.
Doug, we've known each other a long time. I don't care for them kind of disparaging remarks, especially about Allie.
No, and you shouldn't. I apologize.
You meant no harm. Apology accepted. I know you're scared, son. You keep your word and testify, I promise you I'll get you out of here safely.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Allie's chewing on me like a young dog. Says, all I do is be a marshal, sit around minding our prisoner, that I care more about marshaling than her, that I ain't even brung you down to see the house yet.
I was figuring to go see it when it's all finished.
Well, go on down there, will you? Calm her down a little. You know, tell her you like it.
What you got there?
She asked me which one I like for the curtain. Everett, I never owned a house. I didn't know what to say to her.
Well, if the wind picks up anymore, house will blow down, you won't even have to worry about it.
That house ain't going nowhere. I got me a carpenter who used to build boats in Rhode Island. Will you go on down there, please? Go on. Just, you know, she's planning the furniture.
All right.
Here, take these with you. Tell her she can pick whichever one she likes. You know, I'm kind of partial to this one here, but look at that. You can see right through it.
Kind of small for curtains, aren't they?
Get on down there.
Afternoon, Allie.
I must look awful.
You look lovely. Always do.
You're too kind, Everett.
Virgil said you should pick out the curtains. He'll make up his mind. House is hurrying right along.
Virgil ever decides to come and live in it.
Pretty sure you will.
Doesn't pay any attention to the house. Hell, Everett doesn't pay any attention to me. Sits up in his jail with his gun, being marshal.
Well, has been somewhat expectant of late.
Yeah, but it's his job. It's not his life.
Yeah.
Be so elegant. Come see. This is the parlor, so we can look out and see everybody who's coming to call.
Come and see this. Come see. That will be the bedroom, and this will be the kitchen. You'll come often to visit us.
Every time I'm invited.
I can cook, you know.
I never imagined you couldn't.
Do you think I'm pretty?
Well, yes. You're with Virgil. So am I.
Virgil's not here.
We're not with each other. We're both with him.
Let go of me.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let go. Let go. Just leave.
Come for Mr. Bragg. You can't have him. Everett, step on in the office with that 8 gauge. First anything happens, you blow Mr. Bragg's head off. Yes, sir.
We'll take him if we have to.
If you do, he'll be dead.
We know you're good, Cole, but you're not as good as 20 of us.
You know the arrangement, boy. Of course, one of you does an ineluctable thing.
Shoot him, you think we're just gonna ride away?
Nope.
We'll kill you and Hitch.
You'll try.
You're willing to die to keep us from taking him?
Sure.
Hitch! You willing to die, too?
Of course he's willing to die. You think we do this kind of work because we're scared to die?
You got him turned. You're arguing with him.
You?
Me?
You afraid to die?
I ain't afraid.
Good, because you go first. And that boy with the red scarf goes next. You go on home, Vince. You go on home. Go on. Too many people die if you don't. Go on! Get on! Go! Get! All of them, get out of here!
There'll be another time, Cole!
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Allie. Let's get you inside.
What did you do?
What do you care?
What did you do?
I ran off.
You say anything to Mr. Cole?
No.
You gonna say anything?
No. Virgil couldn't hear a thing like that. I don't want him hearing about it from you either. If he finds out, I'll know who couldn't keep her mouth closed.
There've been a few times when you didn't want my mouth closed. What if she tells him and says it was your doing?
Why would you do that?
Sooner or later, she's gonna tell him.
Good morning, Tilda.
Morning, Mr. Hitch.
Couldn't help but notice your books, Marshal. What's the fascination with Emerson? Not the most elegant writer, but he gets his point across. Though I'm sure the layman is sometimes a little befuddled by his obfuscating vocabulary, wouldn't you say?
We've been treating you kindly, Bragg. In return for that, expect you to speak when spoken to and otherwise keep your mouth shut.
I can speak if I want to.
And Virgil and I can come into that cell and beat the sweet Jesus hell out of you every morning for breakfast if we want to.
Clyde Stringer, County Sheriff. My under sheriff, Charlie Tewksbury. Virgil Cole?
Right there. Been expecting you, Sheriff. Clyde. Charlie, morning. This fellow is my deputy, Everett Hitch.
We just came in on a train from Yakey with Judge Elias Callison.
This fellow here's our witness. Former hand of Bragg, Joe Whitfield.
You gonna testify?
Yes, sir. If he doesn't die of fright first. We've been keeping him What's the word I'm looking for?
Sequestered.
Sequestered here, for safety.
Charlie and I'd be happy to help you out till the trial's over if you need it.
Might just take you boys up on that.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Going for a little buggy ride?
Yeah, me and Mrs. French are gonna do a little perambulating.
Mr. Raines, Mr. May.
Ah, morning.
Got your goodies. Sure you can handle this rig?
Well,
Shelton brothers.
Do law work?
They do gun work.
They good?
They're excellent.
Good as you and me?
Don't know that they ain't.
Don't appear to be healed.
Well, it's been a long time, Virgil.
Ray.
You remember my brother?
Maggie.
Virgil. Can I buy you a drink? You still doing that? Well, we ain't.
There's my deputy, Everett Hitch.
You as good as Virgil with a gun?
I never seen anybody as good as Virgil.
But you ain't saying you ain't as good.
Not discussing it, truth be told.
What are you and Mackie doing in town? Everybody's got to be somewhere, don't they, Mackie? You got a trial coming up, a big one. Might want to take that in. I like a good trial.
Good morning.
This is Mrs. French.
Ma'am?
Gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, you boys been in my towns before. You know the rules. Come on. I haven't done this for a while.
I always figured Virgil for whores and squaws.
She's neither.
I'll be down.
Well, you can try if you want.
What happened next?
Mr. Bragg shot the deputy dead with his Winchester.
Goddamn liar! One more outburst such as that, Mr. Bragg, and I will give Sheriff Stringer the authority to shut you up in any manner he sees fit.
With all due respect, Your Honor, my client's life is on the line.
His life is not on the line yet, Counselor. He'll have his chance to speak. Sit down. Go ahead, son.
Then Mr. Bragg shot Marshal Bell and his other deputy.
You saw this happen with your own eyes, son.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Whitfield. Mr. Mueller, you may cross-examine a witness.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Well, Mr. Sullivan, what have you got to say for yourself?
Jack Bell and his deputies never came up to Mr. Bragg's ranch. I don't know what Whitfield's talking about.
That's the same thing all of you have said. Does anybody have anything different to say other than Jack Bell and his deputies never came up to Mr. Bragg's ranch? And I don't know what Whitfield's talking about? You may step down. Well, no reason to waste time saying the same thing over and over again.
My client has a right to testify in his own defense.
Of course he does. One moment. Mr. Whitfield, do you own a horse?
Yes, sir.
Well, son, I suggest while the bees are in the butter, you get on your horse and ride. Ride and don't look back. Now.
Ride hard, boy, ride hard.
Swear him in, Mr. Wallace.
Put your hand on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
I
truth,
swear.
so help you God?
Your Honor, I sense a certain antipathy.
Sit down, Mr. Bragg.
I sense a certain antipathy toward me here today because I'm a relative newcomer. No, I didn't kill Jack Bell or his deputies. Jack was a friend of mine. I had no reason to kill him. Mr. Whitfield
Nothing more than a fearful boy, easily persuaded to say anything, easily persuaded by Marshal Cole. The citizens of Appaloosa have allowed Mr. Cole to take over their town. But it is not justice in this new nation of ours to allow him to deprive me of my liberty, let alone my life.
Eloquent, Mr. Bragg, but unconvincing. I find you guilty of these charges and sentence you to hang at Yawkey Prison. Court's adjourned.
Everett, what I must do is all that concerns me, not what the people think. This rule, equally arduous in actual and in intellectual life, arduous.
We'll bring on sourdough and ham when we get to Chester.
How long to Chester?
3/4 of an hour. When we reach the upgrade, you'll feel the train slow down. Ain't a hell of grade, but it's a long one.
We're just gonna take a look outside. I got it.
So you see how this is gonna go. Any sign of trouble from anyone, and Mackie gives her both barrels, or she breaks her neck and is dragged through the mesquite. So you folks are gonna have to unshackle Bragg and parade him on out of here, or she gets killed.
I got you in my sights. Whatever happens to her, you're dead.
What do you think, Virgil? You think I'm gonna get scared and change my mind?
Put your rifle down.
Sorry, Cole, this ain't your jurisdiction.
Put it down! You too, Everett.
Charlie?
We give you Bragg. You give us the woman.
Virgil, you know I ain't that dumb. You give us Bragg, we keep the woman. You ride off on that train, and when you're out of sight, we'll cut her loose.
Give him Bragg.
Charlie, go get him.
Give me a gun! No. I'm gonna shoot that son of a bitch.
That ain't part of the deal.
Damn it, Ring, I hired you. Give me a gun.
You owe me money. Until you pay me, you ain't getting no gun.
Move on up the track.
I told you you'd never hang me, Cole.
Never ain't here yet.
Sheriff. Well, we got no horses. We can't chase him on foot.
We'll go on back to Appaloosa and get some.
The quicker Cole gets back here, the quicker we can get out of here.
He won't come back.
He won't come back.
Nope. He won't come back. We've got no horses, Virgil. I'll ride the train back to town and fetch him. You stray off the wash, leave me a sign.
Well, by God.
Virgil?
Everett, you bring any coffee?
Done, sir.
You all right?
All right.
How you feel? About Allie and all.
Everett, we've been together now a while. Can't exactly say how long, but long. Ain't anybody I'd rather do this work with. As good as anybody I've seen, so maybe the Shelton boys and me. The reason you ain't as good as the Sheltons or me ain't got nothing to do with steady or fast or fortuitous. The reason the above-named folks are better than you is because you got feelings.
Well, Virgil, everybody's got feelings.
Feelings get you killed.
You got feelings about Allie, don't you?
I cared about Allie in town, and I'll care about her when I get her back. But right now, there's something running, and we're trying to catch it.
I see him.
Yep, that's Allie.
Hey, Verge, look north. Up on the flats. Chiricahua, I reckon. Probably broke out of San Carlos. Headed down to Mexico.
Like they stole some horses on the way. A lot of them ain't Indian ponies.
A regular bunch. They will be a problem.
Speculate they will. You see Allie anywhere?
Yes, I do.
What is it? There's Bragg.
Think about 10 of them.
We start shooting, they'll scatter. Wonder how many we are.
Won't go far. A lot of stuff they want down there.
Shoot the pack horse. Hey, yo, all right! Hey, get away from there. Get out of there. Where do you think you're going? Back behind the tree.
Virgil.
You too, Allie. Everett, get the bags off that pack horse.
I knew you'd be coming after us.
Oh, you did, huh? Where you headed?
Little town, Rio Seco. 2 days of ride.
Well, we got these hostiles to deal with. Ain't a good idea us shooting each other. I said we put our troubles aside till we get there. Your word?
My word.
Maggie?
My word, Cole.
Give me the guns, Everett. Meg, you got some clothes in there? Cover alley up. I've seen pretty much everything you got, Al. No sense hiding it now. Go dig in here. Keep watch. Mackie, get up on that hillside there somewhere. Everett, soon as Ring gets his boots back on, have a look either end of this canyon. Good to see you again, Mr. Bragg.
Virgil, how do we know they're still there?
Oh, they're still there, Allie.
The hell these son of bitches doing? The hell do you think they're gonna do?
I'll tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna wait until all our food's gone.
Shut up!
They're gonna wait until we're all beat down with the heat. Just about the time they smell the blood of one of your stock that you've killed because you're just about starving
I
to death.
said
they're gonna
shut up!
I'm gonna ride up and see.
Hey! Where the hell do you think you're going with my horse? Bragg owes me money.
He's my prisoner. He stays my prisoner.
You taking this personal, Virgil?
When we get to Rio Seco, we'll take care of the business between us. Everett, let's go spell Mackie. Come on, Jack.
Virgil?
Yes, Allie.
Can I come up and sit with you and Everett?
Come on.
I'm sorry, Virgil.
Stay here, Everett.
I'm sorry. I was so alone. And Bragg. Well, Ring protected me, and so did his brother.
You fuck Mackie, too?
No. It was Ring. He was in charge. I just did what I had to do.
Everett. Ring kills me. You think she'll go off with him?
I think Allie needs to be with a man.
You're a bastard. Don't listen to him. He tried to put his hands on me when I showed him our house.
No, Virgil, I did not.
No, Allie. Everett didn't do that.
You believe him over me.
That's correct. I'm Virgil Cole, Marshal, Appaloosa. This is my deputy, Everett Hitch. These are the Shelton boys. This man here's my prisoner. He's been sentenced to hang in Yaqui for the murder of a city marshal. I need him sequestered for a spell while I get a few things in order.
By all means, Marshal.
Appreciate it.
How do I know you ain't gonna try to collect Bragg and skedaddle?
You've known me a long time, Rain. As long as I've known you.
2 hours?
Stockyards.
I'll be there.
Come on, Allie.
Kind of hard not to kiss her back a little. Seeing her lips were on mine. But I held her off. Told her we weren't with each other. We were both with you. She didn't care for it. Got kind of fitful.
Never met a woman like her. Mostly I've been with whores and That squaw lady I told you about. She speaks well. She dresses fine. She's good looking. She can play the piano. She cooks good. She's very clean. Chews her food nice. But it appears she'll fuck anything ain't gilded.
I'm not certain that's quite right.
What do you think's right?
I think she wants to be with the boss stallion.
Only one stallion in a herd.
At a time.
Ropa limpia.
Gracias.
No.
So when I'm around, she loves me.
I think so.
When I'm not around, she loves you.
It's probably not love.
When neither one of us are around, she loves Ring.
Again, not so sure I'd say love.
She loved me.
What do you think?
I think she does.
You're the one should know.
You know she takes a bath every evening before she goes to bed. I like being with her.
Nothing against it.
Just gotta get past this Ring business.
Might not be the last time for that.
It'll be the last time with Ring.
It's me.
Come in, Allie.
Well, it's all the hotel keeper could find.
You look lovely, Allie. Truly.
Aren't either of you afraid
Afraid?
that you might get killed?
Oh, I don't know, Allie. Guess I don't think about it so much.
Well, I'm afraid. But I'm afraid all the time.
Of what?
Everything.
Like what?
Like being alone. Like being with the wrong man. Not having any money. A place to live.
I'll look out for you.
For how long?
For as long as you need.
We've done pretty well over time, Virgil. It's always been just a job, never been personal. We are going up against rank as a brag, right?
You can't be a lawman and let somebody take your prisoner.
Like you said, you've known me a long time, long as I've known you. Guess you made your first mistake, Virgil. Locking you a prisoner in my cousin Russell's jail.
I'll take Ring, you take Mackie, then we'll deal upstairs.
Yes, sir.
Virgil! 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 Left knee busted.
It happened quick.
Everybody could shoot.
Virgil.
Allie.
And I want you to know how embarrassed I am that you saw me. You know.
What?
Ugh, I'm mortified that you saw me with no clothes on.
Oh, Allie, it was an incomparable pleasure.
Oh, Everett!
Well, you're the one who started talking about it.
Well, I'm just grateful to you and Everett that you didn't abandon me.
Well, that's sort of what we were hired to do, you know, find escaped prisoners.
Rescue damsels in distress.
Oh, go on, the both of you. Pretend like you were just doing what any lawman would do. I know it in my heart, and I treasure it, that you did what you did for me.
That's what I was trying to say. Ellie has you in reserve.
In reserve for what?
Everett, you ain't stupid. Virgil dies, you replace him. That's why she's so nice to you.
You don't think she loves Virgil?
Out here, love's pretty hard for a woman. Mostly the men worry about love. I don't know what she feels. She probably don't know how she feels either. She just knows he's the top hand, and she'll stay with him till he ain't.
Hello, Everett. Hello, Virgil.
What can we do for you, boy?
Well, there's been a strange, somewhat of an odd occurrence.
Occurrence. Just came in from the telegraph office minutes ago from Judge Callison.
I've received notice from U.S. Department of Justice. Randall R. Bragg granted full pardon for murder conviction in Yaqui County by President Chester A. Arthur.
Evidently, Bragg's claim of association with our president wasn't just Thrasonical.
Boastful. Thank you, gentlemen.
Why did you just thrust that in his face? I didn't. You thrusted it in his face.
Thanks, Tilda.
Mr. Cole?
We-
I know what you're gonna ask.
All right, thanks.
Oh, you want my drumstick too?
No, one's plenty.
I knew it. Oh, by God.
This is French. Marshal. Deputy. Bygones be bygones.
Bragg, I don't know what kind of deal you worked, but as far as I'm concerned, you murdered Jack Bell. Now you're standing here while I'm trying to have dinner with my friends acting like you didn't.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. This is French. Everett.
Rise here to you.
Gentlemen.
Mr. Bragg. Very nice to see you.
Why do you think he came back here?
Pride. It's a funny thing, Allie. Everett. Good trip? Well, Judge Callison says there ain't nothing can be done. Bragg's attorney appealed the conviction, said the trial was unfair, no bodies were found, evidence was hearsay. President granted a pardon before the appeal was even ruled on. He's got authority over the territories. The pardon is real. It's the law. How's Allie?
She's fine. Virgil, I've always thought that men like us do gun work because we can. Because we're better at it than most. You know, it beats punching cows or digging copper. Yeah, soldiering. If you do it as a peace officer, get paid regularly, and you sort of know when to do it and how.
Sounds right.
I've never taken the legal side of it too seriously. I mean, I figure it's just a way to feel easier about being a gunman.
I take it serious. What the hell am I if I don't?
Buy a drink, Everett.
Got one.
Not the same fountain, and a pretty little glass of sherry. So, where's your partner?
He refuses to come in here.
That's fine, perfectly fine. Cigar?
Don't smoke.
Listen, I understand why you boys held it hard against me. But I want you to know I'm not the man I was. I was hoping we could work together once you came to see the truth of my statement.
That statement being that you're a reformed man?
I am. The city aldermen like what's happened to the town. You boys don't get on the right side of things, well, you might find yourselves without a job. Don't lose the hotel one night. Here we are, Allie. Sun will warm me up a little bit. Sitting lonely in the corner. Poured into that dress.
Ever seen one like that? Olson says Bragg bought it in England. Herefordshire, they call it.
That is a fine piece.
Those steers make real good eating. One fellow told me the other day, Bragg had a big silver strike up in Nevada. Another swears Bragg and some boys robbed a train down in Mexico, carrying gold. I don't suppose it matters one way or the other where he got all that money.
Must be something can be done. They ain't gonna run me off.
Bragg's got Olson and his bunch right in his pocket. He got hired. He can get fired.
Me and Allie got a house here. I'm not leaving.
You gonna stay as?
Ain't come to that yet.
Might just make some sense to move on. Talk this over with Allie. She don't want to leave him.
some things to say, Virgil. If I stay here, I won't be able to make a living.
I know.
I got something else to say.
She might leave me.
Yeah. You saw how it was to ring Shelton.
I ain't leaving her.
I shot a man in Tres Piedras years ago. The only time I killed it wasn't legal. I'm gonna be leaving.
More coffee, Mr. Rhodes? Will there be anything else?
Just brag when he asks for it.
Everett.
Just do it.
On notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everett!
What the hell did he
son of a bitch.
What is this? What is this?
I'll be out in the street.
Bryce, you're a deputy marshal. You can't call me out.
Wallace has a gun for you. I'm going outside. You don't come out, I'll come back in and kill you.
You think you can pull on me without your friend Cole to back you up?
Just leave it, Virgil. Just hold on. What's this about? Ever ask you for anything? I'm asking you now. Just leave it alone. Just once, Virgil. One favor.
I figured I'd saved Virgil's career as a lawman and given him another chance with Allie, at least for the foreseeable future. As for the unforeseeable, well, it was out there waiting for me. I headed straight into the setting sun and rode west at an easy pace. It was going to be a long ride, and there was no reason to hurry.
Distance and I need some room. don't scare easy for no one. Yeah, I'm a loser at the top of my game. I should have known to keep an eye on you. I got a sky that ain't never the same. Yeah, I got a dream it don't ever come true. I don't scare easy. Don't fall apart when I'm under the gun. You can break my heart, but I ain't gonna run. I don't scare easy for no one. Sun going down on a canyon wall. I got a soul that ain't never been blessed. Yeah, I'm a shadow at the back of the hall. Yeah, I got a sin I ain't never confessed. And I don't scare easy. Don't fall apart when I'm under the gun. You can break my heart, but I ain't gonna run. I don't scare easy for no one.
I never thought I'd be a man that cares just like I do. I knew when I first saw you, my doubting days were through. You've got a certain something I never dreamt before. I knew it was for real when you stepped inside that door. And when the day does come, when you and I depart, you'll be the one who's leaving, 'cause you'll never leave my heart. And when the day does come, when you and I depart, you'll be the one who's leaving, 'cause you'll never leave my heart. There'll always be a prideful man who believes he's got the strength. But you don't have to kiss him, 'cause I'll go to any length. To be the man you want at night, I'll get better, wait and see. You can't pick the apple till the seed becomes the tree. And when the day does come, when you and I depart, you'll be the one who's leaving, 'cause you'll never leave my heart. And when the day does come, when you and I depart, you'll be the one who's leaving, 'cause you'll never leave my heart. I know you like to get undressed, and I'll be there when I can. But please don't go on whoring, or I won't be no lawman. Every cheating bastard who takes you to his bed
is on when he's lying full of lead. I don't care what you do, I don't care what you say. There's truth inside you somewhere that doesn't have to play. And being scared and lonely, acting so darn loose, screwing who you want to and believing your excuse.